a group of bipartisan senators have had a press conference today announcing their support for a comprehensive immigration reform piece of legislation. I want to commend that bipartisan group of senators for doing this. There are a number of key elements that, as we then get into the specifics of the legislation, that is going to be important. Notice that they want to lay everything on the predicate that there's going to be the essence of a real border security effort done. And it's hard to patrol a border of thousands and thousands of miles like we have, particularly where there is no geographical barrier and people can merely walk across the border. But it has to be done in the context of the overall immigration reform. But the big question in the past politically has been, what about the 11 million that are estimated to be in this country working and in an undocumented status? And I think the principles laid out by the group earlier today are very good. They must play by the rules. They must not have a criminal record. They must pay back taxes, must pay a fine, and then go to the end of the line. Now, there's another part of this that needs to be added, and this is the fairness question for the children that came here through no fault of their own. They've grown up thinking they're only American, and then the current law is they've got to be deported. Well, this senator has intervened in a number of cases of children that wanted to go into the military after high school, wanted to go on to college, and they were at the point of being deported. As a matter of fact, we had a Bahamian child that had come when he was 6 months old. He only knew he was American. He served 2 tours in Iraq in the United States Army, came back, went into the Navy Reserves, had a top secret clearance, was a photographer for the Navy at Guantanamo Prison, and came back, and the authorities put him in jail. A veteran, someone who was still active duty U.S. Navy Reserves. And a U.S. federal judge of Cuban-American descent made a very harsh statement in Miami toward the prosecutors for them putting a child, now an adult, now a veteran, having served both the Army and the Navy, with a top secret clearance, putting that Bahamian, now adult, in jail. This is how ridiculous the system has gotten. And this senator had to intervene in this case. And once we raised enough cane, finally people came to their senses and said, what is the common sense thing to do? Well, the common sense thing now for us to do is all to pass a comprehensive immigration reform law. And hopefully that's going to occur.